What is up, everybody? What's going on? Phil here, and welcome to the Weekend Preview. Today is actually Sunday, October 15th, 2017, although it is late on in the day, and therefore when you are finally watching this Weekend Preview video, it may actually very well be later, like Monday, when you finally see it. I am going to upload it as soon as I am done recording it, but I believe it's actually past 9 p.m. here. Yeah, time flies, man. Listen, this last week has been crazy busy with a million new gaming releases. I mean, it's been nuts. So I came back from time off last weekend. Played the Star Wars Battlefront 2 beta, right? Played Spyro the Dragon. Immediately went into a new release with Shadow of Mordor. Played that all week. Excuse me, not Shadow of Mordor, Shadow of War. Shadow of Mordor was the original game. Shadow of War is the new sequel that came out this week. Played that game all week for like 4 days straight. I played it Monday night, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Then, Thursday night, big premiere of The Evil Within 2, and I've been playing that nonstop, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So, the entire week literally flew by like this. It was crazy busy, crazy fast, and for me, it was an outstanding week. Like, for me, this is probably one of my favorite gaming weeks of the year, between, you know, obviously, trying out Battlefront 2, doing the Spyro gameplay, which I really liked, Spyro the Dragon, and then two huge, high-profile AAA releases. And people are coming out for stream and enjoying it. And, you know, everything. It's been a great week. I can't complain at all. I really just had a great time playing new releases for you this week. And this was only the first week of this non-stop marathon of new games every single week. The tip of the iceberg, so to speak. The icing on the cake. Because, ladies and gentlemen, the next few weeks are going to be absolutely insane. Wait till you just hear the games I'm going to go through in just a moment to tell you about all that stuff. All right? So, thank you to everyone who attended my streams, who watched the videos on my DSP Gaming channel on YouTube. Everyone, thank you very much. I appreciate it, okay? So, we're going to talk about this week's schedule in just a moment. But, I feel that maybe I should bring up a couple things because there's some updates and good news in regards to a few things regarding Patreon and Teespring and stuff like that. First of all, folks, Teespring, obviously, I wanted to show you today. I'm actually wearing a Teespring shirt. I'll stand up so you can actually see it. It's the I Hate Skeleton shirt. Available right now on my Teespring store. I absolutely love it. I love all of the product line that's available up on my Teespring right now. This is just one of the many designs that are up there. Check it out. It's right above my head here. And keep in mind, anything you buy from my Teespring, I get a pretty sizable commission from. And, hey, the holidays are coming. If you have a friend or a relative who's a fan of mine and maybe they want a cool t-shirt or a mug, the mug that I use in every single video now to drink out of or anything like that, take a look. And then, by the way, it ships internationally, all right? In regards to Patreon, which I'll point to down here, two major updates. The first major update is that patrons are currently still nominating games for the Horror Marathon. Some of the games that have been nominated are games like Night in the Woods, Call of Cthulhu, Friday the 13th, I believe Manhunt. Man, there's so many. There's seriously like a ton, like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games that have all been nominated. I haven't had a chance to really tally them up to see which ones are leading the nominations, but that's going to be live for one more week, and then it's going to be actually next weekend when I'm going to close that off, all right? And what I'm going to do is open a poll where the patrons are then for 1 week, they're going to vote on what games they want to see me play in the Halloween Horror Marathon. So it's your last chance if you were a September patron to nominate games for the Halloween Marathon. In addition, patrons are right now voting on the category of costume that they want to see me dress up as for Halloween. Categories include video game character, pop culture character, like you know, TV, movies, stuff like that. Superhero, like DC or Marvel superheroes. Not cartoon character. Oh, God. I forget. There was like 5 or 6. Oh, I remember. Like classic horror movie monsters, right? Like Dracula or Frankenstein, stuff like that. So everyone's voting right now on what category they want to see. Probably next week as well. I will be closing that off. And then that week before Halloween, I'll be heading out to buy my costume for Halloween, so I'll have it in hand. Not that I'm rushing out last minute to buy it for the marathon. I wouldn't want that to happen, okay? Now, in regards to this month's Patreon funding, all right, this month's campaign is a PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds Marathon, where if we hit the funding goal of $1,125 this month on Patreon, I'll be doing a celebratory event in response to hitting that goal, okay? And the event will be, I'll be playing PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds for around a 7+ hour marathon, either in late November or early December. What I'll be playing it on depends on if it comes out for consoles in time. If not, then I'll probably be playing it on PC. Duh, that's what's the only thing it's out for right now. People have been asking me to play this game for a greater part of 3 months. It's now the biggest game on Steam. I think the other day it had 2 million concurrent players. I definitely want to see what this is all about, but with all the new releases right now, I just don't have time for it. So this, celebratory event would be the perfect time to do it if we hit the funding goal this month, all right? So please consider pledging to my Patreon. About 2 weeks left in the month here where you can do that. We're only a little bit over $200 away from hitting the goal. It's definitely doable, folks. Last month, we were way more than that away from hitting the goal for Halloween, and we did it. We could definitely hit this PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds goal. I'll be mentioning this more as we get closer to the end of the month, all right? Now, this week coming up, we got some special stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Here's why. Number one, I'm going to be wrapping up and or continuing with ongoing playthroughs of AAA games. Number two, we've got a brand new huge AAA release coming out this week. Number three, we've got a what-if scenario with another AAA release that I'll talk about. At the end of the week, I've got a completely unique special event going on 1 week from today on stream, and I want to talk about that in this video as well, all right? So let's talk. Let's go day by day so you know exactly what to expect. Tomorrow, Monday the 16th of October, my first gameplay stream starting roughly 12:30 p.m. Pacific time will be The Evil Within 2 Endgame. I'm actually nearing the end of the game. Right now, I'm in Chapter 13. The game only has 17 chapters, and from what I've heard, Chapter 13 is the final chapter that has open world roaming. The rest of the game is very linear, so I very well may finish The Evil Within 2 on tomorrow's 4+ hour gameplay stream. If you've liked the game up to now and you really enjoyed the playthrough, it behooves you, please be there tomorrow for the big conclusion. I've enjoyed the hell out of this game. I like it way more than the first one, and I can't wait to see how it ends tomorrow if we get that far, okay? Tomorrow night, there will be a second stream, but it will not be my typical second stream. It's going to be later. Why? Because tomorrow is the premiere of South Park, The Fractured But Whole, ladies and gentlemen. This game's coming out at 9 p.m. Pacific time. Yes, I'll be doing a special late night stream to cover the release of South Park, The Fractured But Whole, all right? I'll be playing roughly around 2 hours of it, just like I did with Shadow of War and with Evil Within 2. About 2 hours of nighttime coverage, and that's good, and then I can have a whole full day of it coming up on Tuesday, where Tuesday, both of my gameplay streams will be South Park, The Fractured But Whole, one starting around 12:30 p.m., the other around 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, okay? Wednesday, definitely the first stream will again be South Park. I'm on the fence about what Wednesday night should be, because here's the thing. If we're really close to the end of Evil Within 2 and I don't finish it on Monday, I want to finish it. I don't want it lingering forever and ever, especially because the kind of game it is, you want the story to conclude right away. So if that's the case, then I will finish it on Wednesday night. I will do like a 2-hour stream Wednesday night and finish off the Evil Within 2. Now, if I finish the Evil Within 2 on Monday, now I have some options for Wednesday. I can choose to either play South Park all day long again on Wednesday, or I could split the day and do half South Park, half Shadow of War, because don't worry, I'm not getting rid of Shadow of War. It's going to continue. It's just that right now it's gone on hold because I've been doing other new releases, and I knew this was going to happen. This happens every single year during this crazy fall gaming season when there's so many long-ass AAA games. There's no way I can finish them in, say, 2-3 sittings. I need to play them for like a week before I can beat them. So Shadow of War will be returning later this week by hook or by crook. We have to see what happens here when I have time for it. But it will be returning later this week to be balanced out with South Park. Okay? Sound good? Fair balance there, I think. If, by some freak chance, I finish 2 games this week, which I don't foresee happening, being that we know that both South Park and Shadow of War are incredibly long games, but if by some chance I do finish both games this week, or 1 game this week, I will conclude Spyro, which only has about an hour and a half left in it, from what I'm to understand. It's not much left in that game, so it would make sense that I could finish it up, okay? We'll see. I'm not promising the end of Spyro this week. Keep in mind, that was the downtime playthrough, so I can't guarantee anything, all right? Now, there's another thing this week that's uncertain. I was told that I was going to be donated WWE 2K18 by about 3 people. Well, 2 people I never heard from again. Not surprised. A lot of people say they're going to donate stuff, and then they don't. Why am I not buying WWE 2K18? It's very simple. Last year, I got burned. I bought the game. There was no showcase mode. They promised career mode would be better, and it wasn't. Career mode sucked last year. And so I ended up only playing it a few sessions. I did like 1 sim session, and that was it. I never played it again. And honestly, there was nothing else to do in the game. It was so disappointing. It was a really shit game last year, honestly. This year, people are saying career mode is much better. But honestly, I said I'm not spending another $60 for a game that I'm going to get burned again. Plus, right now, sadly, if I were to play the game, I have to disable all in-game music because WWE claims every single video that has the in-game music in it. Therefore, I would have to be like a silent playthrough, and I know a lot of people might have issue with that and be like, I don't want to listen to it with none of the official music of the wrestlers or whatever, all right? So I basically said I was writing it off. I wasn't going to play WWE this year, but then a bunch of people said they wanted to see me play it, and I got a few offers to donate it. So there's one viewer of mine who said he was going to send me a $60 PSN code in order for me to get the game. He sent it, I went to use it, and it's short a digit. So I contacted him again. I said, if you can give me the right code, I'll use the credit towards the game. Right now it's in limbo, so I may or may not be getting WWE 2K18. I'll just tell you this, if I do get it, it's not going to be the first thing I play. It's going to be the last thing. Seriously, like I'm going to be playing Shadow of War, Evil Within, South Park, and finishing Spyro, and then once all that stuff's being completed, then maybe I'll play some WWE. It really is like the last priority for me. Although I will play it if I do get it donated for real. I absolutely promise I will play it. It's not going to be the highlighted playthrough of October or anything like that, all right? All right. So that's roughly what you can expect all week long. It's going to be crazy. Just new release streams nonstop, all right? This 1 week from today, so 1 week from this Sunday, so that would be the 22nd, right? I'm doing a very special event, ladies and gentlemen. I can't reveal all the details of the event yet simply because I don't have them. I don't have a contract yet. I was supposed to get a contract, but Twitch, who I am partnering with in this endeavor, sadly has been run behind, and like they're really backed up in doing stuff these days. But they have assured me, as of last night, I will be getting with the contract for this event this week so that I know all the details. Now, apparently, from what I'm going to understand, it's going to be in like late afternoon on that Sunday, the 22nd. I think around 2 p.m. I don't know yet, but I'm going to confirm once I get the contract, all right? And what this is going to be, it's going to be basically a 3.5 to 4 hour long stream that I'm going to do. It's going to be with Twitch integration and extension, a new extension beta. You might be like, what the hell are you talking about? Ladies and gentlemen, Twitch has selected me to be one of 8 people who on that day is going to be doing an interactive gameplay experience with you, the viewers, and with the attendees of TwitchCon. If you don't know what TwitchCon is, it is the big convention that Twitch holds once a year where streamers as well as, stream viewers alike, people in the industry, all come in and showcase their stuff off. It's a big event. And what they're going to be doing is for around 3.5 to 4 hours on Sunday next week, they're going to be showcasing my stream on Twitch at the con, which is awesome. In person at the con, people are going to be watching it. Plus, there's potential I may actually get highlighted on the main Twitch page, but that's not 100% determined yet. Again, I didn't get the contract, so I didn't see the actual ins and outs of everything that's going to happen. The way this is going to work, if you're watching my stream, this special stream, I'm going to be playing a game, and you're going to see on the stream options that you can click if you're on either desktop or laptop. This technology for this new interactive extension has not been perfected for mobile yet. Therefore, there won't be any of that kind of clicking interactivity on mobile. I'll have more details. I was assured you could still interact on mobile, but I'm not sure how. So again, I'm going to get more details once they're available later this week with the contract and everything. All right. But if you're watching either on desktop or laptop, you're going to be able to click the screen, click the stream. And it's going to actually affect the game that I'm playing, affect the gameplay. How cool is that? That's something completely unique and different, right? I mean, there have been interactive games I've done before. For example, Jackbox Party Pack, where I did all those games where people joined and it was trivia and stuff. But never really an action-based game where you could click and it directly affect the things going on in the game. And apparently that's what they're telling me this is going to be, all right? So I'm going to, again, I'll have more details exactly what the game will be, what the times will be, the ins and outs of how this is going to take place once I have this contract later this week. But I want to give you the heads up. Next Sunday, a week from today, it's a unique opportunity. It's going to give my stream open exposure to all the people at TwitchCon. It's going to allow me to maybe get highlighted on Twitch itself. And I'm hoping that we're going to get a lot of newcomers coming in to check out, what's Phil all about. And to see exactly how this new interactive extension also is going to work. That's the other thing. People at the convention are also going to have some way to interact. I don't know if it's going to be like they're going to have screens or whatever, but supposedly people at the convention are going to have ways to interact and directly affect the gameplay of the stream as well. So, could be pretty sweet. All right, I think it's going to be a really unique event, something different. It's definitely a good opportunity for me for more exposure and everything. So if you can, I hope you'll be here a week from today for that special event. Again, I'll have more details on the exact timing and everything as we get closer, all right? But I want to tell you now, it's only a week away. I got to tell you now so you know that it's coming rather than it just happens because I didn't tell you in time because I didn't have, all the specifics in place. I'd rather let you know now. Please, if you can, be here next Sunday. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, okay? All right, sounds like it's pretty good, right? So, that's going to be the week. Just think about how crazy it's going to be. Evil Within 2, South Park, possible conclusion of Evil Within 2, more Shadow of War, maybe more Spyro, and then a special event at the end of the week with extension integration where people are going to be able to interact with me on an actual game. Pretty crazy week, right? And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Ladies and gentlemen, just to give you some perspective, I'm going to run through for you the games that I'm going to be playing the next couple of weeks, all right? The week after that, so the last week of October, Assassin's Creed Origins, Wolfenstein The New Order, Mario Odyssey, all coming out on the same freaking day. I don't know what they were thinking. I know that's insanity, but yeah, all on the same freaking day. Then at the end of the month, on October 31st, Halloween, my Halloween Horror Marathon is going to take place. Then, on the 3rd of November, Call of Duty World War II releases. And yes, I'll be doing a special late night stream for that. And I'll be playing that, for days on end, multiplayer, campaign, everything. Sonic Forces coming out in early November. Also, an Need for Speed Payback coming out in early November. Around mid-November, we have Star Wars Battlefront 2. And then we've got The Impatient, which is the new PSVR game from the makers of Until Dawn. That, yes, the survival horror game I played years ago and people absolutely adored and loved my playthrough. This may be more the same. It's the same people, only it's VR. So now you're going to get to see me have those reactions with a VR headset on. So we're going to see how that turns out, right? And then probably in late November, more than likely what I'll try to do is wrap up stuff that I didn't get to do. So for example, I'll give you a perfect example here. I have not played the new Batman Telltale series episode. I have not played the new Guardians of the Galaxy episode. And honestly, they're the last thing on my mind. They really are. Because I'm not going to stop everything I'm doing with new releases to play these episodic games. If and when I get a chance, maybe it will be late November when I'm going to do those. Also keep in mind, Yakuza Kiwami is a game that I started way back in August and have not played for a while now, and I do eventually want to resume that playthrough, okay? If we hit the funding level for Patreon this month, I'll be doing the PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds marathon in late November, okay? And then what it's looking like is probably in early December. I don't know the dates yet. Probably sometime in early December, I'll be taking a few days off, much like I just did in October and I did back in July. Because it's good to take days off every once in a while. Because I'll probably be so burnt out after this entire crazy month of October and the crazy month of November and the insane amount of games coming out. I'm probably going to be burnt out and need a few days just to relax and maybe, put up my Christmas tree and do that kind of stuff. So that's probably going to be in early December. And then when I come back from that time off, oh my God, then we've got the Resident Evil 7 DLCs. Then we've got Okami HD releasing. Like I said, I'll probably be resuming my Yakuza Kiwami playthrough, and I'm going to be taking time off to start working on my Game of the Year awards. More than likely what will happen is I'll only be streaming once a day in the second half of December, and then the second half of the day I'll start working on my Game of the Year countdowns and stuff, all right? So, crazy amount of stuff coming for the rest of this year. I hope that you're all excited for it, all right? The one final thing I will address to end the week of preview this week. Again this week, people asking me, Phil, do you have any updates on that thing that you told us about like a month ago now, and you're uncertain if what's going to happen with everything that's going on with you? Are you going to be able to keep your house? Are you going to be able to keep making videos? Are you going to have to move? What's going on? I don't have an update yet. Surprisingly, I thought I would have an update by now, and I don't. And I don't know if that's good or bad news, honestly. I honestly don't know. I'm hoping to get information this week, all right? I know at this point people have speculated so many different things that it could possibly be, and not one of them has been correct. And again, I can't tell you until I have more information and I know exactly, until I know what's happening definitively and everything is kind of set as this is what's happening moving forward. I don't want to tell you anything about it because it's so uncertain, all right? It really is kind of a thing that could end up not being a big deal at all, or it could end up being something that's going to, really fuck with my life. So I have no updates yet. I will have more updates for you hopefully soon. When I do, I will let you know. But, it's funny because I see people come to my streams every day. Phil, any update? Any update? Like, if I had an update, I would tell you. I'm a very forward person with this kind of information. I don't have the information. All right, when I get it, I'll let you know. Fair enough? All right, everyone, that's pretty much it for the week in preview. Big, chock full of week of new AAA releases. I will again want to say thank you very much to everyone who's been showing up for the streams for all the new games, been contributing with cheers, subs, and tips. Thank you to those watching on YouTube. You guys have all been awesome. Things are up, and I'm looking for a very, up and up end of the year positivity moving forward, covering all the new stuff. Thank you for that, and I can't wait for more, all right? Without further ado, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, to the September patrons who made this upcoming Halloween Horror Marathon possible. Please remember to check out and maybe pledge for this month if you want that PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds event to happen. Peace out, everyone. I'll see you for all the new release coverage this week. Have a good one.